welcome to Gemstone Tarot. For some reason I think it's 2017. Why am I thinking that? Just came straight into my mind as soon as I thought date. I was like, 2017. Anyway, that was a long time ago, and this is now Tuesday. This is for Tuesday the 18th of August 2026. Many things have been happening on the street. There is a man, and he is hand sawing long lengths of wood, and he's doing it in the street on one of those Black & Decker things, and getting quite the fisherman's tan on the back of his neck. There was also a poodle dog that somebody brought. I think it's one of the landlords who owns one of the houses brought this poodle dog, and it walked along the street on two legs with like a big poodly head going like that. It was a pretty cute dog actually. What else has happened? Some new students have arrived to look at a student house. That's going to happen more and more. He's using a handsaw, so we're not getting a situation. And that's about it. Yes, the boy is here. The boy's girlfriend is here as well. I left a picture of the flowers that she bought me on the Gemstars community page because they're really gorgeous. And they are cooking for my mum tonight. My mum is a fine northern woman. It takes a lot to impress her. Quite intimidating. I cook for her sometimes, but I keep my bar very low and very northern. So, you know, like cottage pie, things like that. Sausage and mash. Very kind of British, unadventurous foods, but if done well, very comforting. Right. I'm feeling Viking. I'm feeling very Viking. I don't know what the Viking feeling is. Like, that's what they do in the football. Yeah, so we've got the Viking tarot, which is called, I think, the Norse tarot. I always forget what it's called, and you always tell me what it's called, and then I remember, and sometimes I don't. So here we are. And also this morning there was a sprinkling of rain, which was exciting, but it's gone away and it's now stinking hot again. So I'm doing some washing. That will be going out after this. Okay. Judgment. You may be able to hear the sawing. He's a carpenter. I spoke to him the other day. I like carpenters. Judgment. Oof. Judgment. And again, do you remember, I don't know if it was yesterday, because hey, where do we live but days? I was talking about, is it somehow retrograde at the moment? Because I'm feeling retrograde that isn't retrograde. That's my retrograde that isn't retrograde mine. Judgment is a card of retrograde. I mean, not necessarily direct retrograde, but retroness. And it feels very much like drawing back to something. And maybe it's because, you know, we're betwixt and between eclipses, which feels like a wave to me. And you know that waves do that really cool thing, especially if you're on a pebble beach and they go shh as they go back over the pebbles, like that, and then like that. There you go. Never knew I was going to be miming being a wave on a pebbly beach, but there we are. And it feels like you're being drawn back, and when the sea is drawn back, we inspect the shells. And every time we inspect the shells, they look like they're different, because that's the nature of being by the sea, and that's the nature of shells. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Then we have the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is about fellowship. Is that a puff? No one has a puffin or a puffet. Is it a puff or a puffet? A poof. My grandma used to call it a poof. Do we still have puffs? These were like, and let me know, because it was quite a 70s, 80s thing, wasn't it? And I don't know, really they were just so your grandma could like have something to put her feet on when she smoked. I think that's what my grandma used it for. And they came in designs like leather ones with the sun, you know, where they'd have usually brown and cream or something, and there'd be like a centre of dark and then rays. And, you know, this would be, and maybe kids would sit on it. It's a bit like a leather low beanbag. Anyway, they're arguing about who's going to sit on the puff. I think this guy, Mr. Haircut here, or Mr. whatever he is, yeah. There's no party at the front, but an awful lot going on at the back. He's going to sit on the puff. She's got the stool, which is rather nice, isn't it? And this alpha here, he can stand. So, 3 of Cups, connection. So, looking at your connections, examining them, drawing back on it, for whatever reason. For funds? For funds? What's funds? I'm just doing this for funds. Gosh, so looking back at connections makes me so nervous that I call it funds. For the lols, or whatever reason. Okay, and then the 5 of Swords. Venus in Aquarius. So you may be pulling back on some connections for strategic reasons. Venus in Aquarius is quite a strategic. Let's look at the cards. Shooing. Oh, look at that. I haven't even got the table in the picture. Let's see if I can do that. Yeah. Yeah, Venus in Aquarius, 5 of Swords, quite strategic. So it feels like we're letting our head rule our heart, or asking our head to rule our heart on whatever the connection is. It can be a friendship, it can be a lover, it can be your relationship with a place, or it can even be cancelling a subscription, you know, seriously. That you're like, well, my heart's not in it, or my heart is in it but my purse doesn't agree, that kind of thing. 10 of Wands, lifting a burden. This is more on the emotional realm, really, but it could be like financial. It's whatever realm is really rocking your boat at the moment. You're looking back, you're drawing in, and and also the season is changing, it's drawing in. Then we have this guy. How you doing? Justice. Pretty cool. I love it when justice shows up in a reading because it shows that there's some kind of karmic reckoning. Judgment is a very karmic card as well. And these two together, that's decent. That's good vibes. That's the lifting of oppression and burden and obligation. And then finally, oh yes. Well, they're not horses, are they? Are they goats? What are they? I was going to say you can't ride 2 horses with one arse, but they're not horses. You can't ride 2 goats with one arse. I think they're goats, because they've got like ram horn things. But I could be wrong. Answers on a postcard to that one, but the sentiment remains the same, okay? You can't ride 2 animals with one arse. So one of them's got to go. Okay, I like this. Very coherent, if I do say so myself. Leave me a comment and I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.